Uh,
Dan.
are, this episode is
That's you.
episode
It says
6,
Dan.
and
I thought you were doing
after
Demon Slayer. I got it.
Okay.
Demon Slayer episode 6, baby. Aren't you going to be a Hashira?
But ain't you though?
Ain't you? Ooh, we're getting the Southern Demon Slayer. Have you guys seen that TikToker, by the way?
No.
I don't.
Oh, I
have
gotta send it to you
TikTok.
guys. I'll put it in the Discord. It's so funny. There's this guy, he made Redneck Demon Slayer.
Oh,
And he's
no,
sitting there with like a
man.
fake scar on his hat with like a camo or like a lumberjack hat. It's really funny.
I think
Yeah,
I have
send me
seen
that
at least
one.
one of those.
I'll send it to you guys. It's great. But so after thinking they defeated Hantengu, the battle between the emotion demons, Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Genya. Oh, the battle between the emotion demons, Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Genya rages on.
Yes.
The hunt for the main body is on. And while this is happening, we get a little backstory on our boy Genya here. And it fucking destroyed me.
Yeah. This is one of the more heartfelt moments of Demon Slayer. And there's a plenty of those.
But yeah.
So the episode opens up with the emotion demons basically starting to regenerate. They're not dying. And they're like, what the fuck? You know, like, why isn't this happening? And they come to the realization that there has to be a host body or a main body. Because, you know, Hantengu was the very sad, distraught, very awkward demon. And he wasn't there. So they realized there has to be another head they have to cut off. And Genya is still in full demon mode here, looking fierce. And he comes after Tanjiro, basically saying that, like, you can't kill the demon. The only reason you're not a Hashira is because you helped kill an upper ranked demon. Like, I need to become a Hashira. I'm going to kill the upper ranked demon. And Tanjiro with just like the nicest look on his face in the world and goes, that's great. You can do that. Let's do it. Let's go. You can get the kill. I don't care.
And then Genya is like, yeah, that's bullshit. And then he keeps looking at Tanjiro's eyes and he's like, wait, this guy's fucking serious, man. He's a good dude. So I think they're actually becoming friends. So Tanjiro, I think so. Tanjiro is going to whittle this man's will down, I think, over time. He's just a nice guy. You know, you ever meet somebody and it's like, that's just a nice guy. It's impossible not to like him. Y'all ever meet somebody like that? I know a couple. I do want to say that I called this last episode.
Okay.
I did say that there was going to be another main body and that these dudes were not dead. So, you know.
Well,
go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, if the battle ended that fast, like, come on, man, this is Demon Slayer.
Hey, man.
They always have an ass pull for the bad guys in this one.
Oh, for sure. For sure. They got to. It keeps it spicy.
It could have ended. Like I was saying before, you know, we could have had another baddie come in, you know, whatever the hell his name is, Kakashibo, or, you know, somebody like that come in and take their spots. But I'm glad that we don't see that happening yet.
They're gonna save Kakashibo for like the last big fight outside of Muzan. I feel like he's upper rank numero uno, dude. They're not bringing him in right now.
Or maybe Akaza, you know, bring him back in. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah.
Yeah, we're still on upper rank number 4. I feel like they're gonna go in sequence according to that. At least for the most part.
Yeah, because they did 6, 5, and 4. So they're definitely gonna go in sequence, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Thankfully for our boys, you know, he's not dead yet, and there will be no more demons joining as of right now. So
I'm not gonna say thankfully for our boys here, because
thankfully for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the emotion demons have seen what Tanjiro can do now, and he's like a step above the intel they had. And Tanjiro's a fierce motherfucker, dude. Like, when he's in a rough spot, he elevates. And I mean, the fact that he pulled off this move with Nezuko's fire last episode, and his blade is still sitting there burning bright red, is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So
it's been cool, man. It's been so cool.
He's elevated to the next level already. And I mean, every time we see Tanjiro get into a fight, he just grows like 5 years of training in one fight, you know?
Yeah, and that's what the report that Sakito was talking about, the anger demon. He's like, hey, you know, it says that this guy learns fast, but this is kind of ridiculous, guys. So they were overwhelmed, even with having that intel on Tanjiro. And even the fact that they have information specifically about him, I thought was a testament to how well he battles. And I really think it's his mind that makes him special. Yes, he's determined. He's got a personal um, issue to solve with Nezuko, but I mean, just the boy smarts to right in the heat of battle.
Oh yeah, I mean you see that right on full display in this episode. It's when the Karaku, there we go. I'm trying to figure out which demon is which because they all look the same. But the one with the giant fan, he blows Tanjiro out of the way basically, and Tanjiro grabs onto a tree to not fly away and realizes that the fan blew away all the sulfur smell from the hot springs. So now Tanjiro can pick up the scent of the main body they're looking for and basically uses his scent or his sense of smell to guide Genya to the main body while they hold off the other 4 motion demons.
Yeah, and Tanjiro lets him do that because he wants to become the Hashira. But do you guys think that Tanjiro should have been a little bit more selfish in this situation and gone after him since he has that sense of smell and wouldn't have to fight and,
Bark
two
Well,
orders
directions at
out.
the same time? You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I really wouldn't call that selfishness. I think it would have been the best strategic move for him to go after him
Fair.
because
Okay.
but uh Tanjiro is able to fight off the other demons and give out orders on and sniff out where the 5th body is and give out orders to a moving Genya at the same time, and it's just crazy that he has the capacity to do all those things while in the middle of a intense battle against 3 to 4 different demons. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and I think it's cool that like the intel, and then we've seen Tanjiro do this again and again that he can be present in the moment. Anybody that's played like a fast paced sport like basketball, football, soccer, a lot of times after the game, you're not exactly sure. You can't remember every single little thing that happened. It's kind of like the like I guess quote unquote the fog of war. Some people call it. But when you're talking about combat sports, I did taekwondo for like 6 years. Like that's what separates an average or or a good fighter or athlete from like the best. While they're in the moment, they can analyze what's going on and pick apart their opponents. You see that with like LeBron; he has a great memory. Tiger Woods, all the great athletes, the supreme athletes, I should say, have that ability, and it's cool to see that kind of pictured here in an anime. I
I mean, that's what Blue Lock did too with Usagi or Isagi or
think it's
whoa,
Isagi, yeah.
yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Blue Lock did it.
hmm
So
But yeah, that's a
for
very
real.
important skill, especially when you're fighting, to be able to sit there and analyze instead of just reacting. Um, so I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
But
I do think.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I do think it was kind of dumb on Tanjiro's part though, because he didn't know if Genya had the capability to cut the head off an upper rank demon, and obviously we find out that he goes to slash little midget Tengen. Or, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Little short guy ten or Hatengu here, and
Rat.
he his sword just breaks. Like you need to have insane constant levels of concentration breathing to do this. And from what we're seeing, Genya can't use total concentration breathing because he never has in this fight. So
Yeah,
like,
he actually said that during the episode, when he was about to get killed by Sakido. He's like, I can't do the concentration breathing, and I didn't know that. I didn't notice that he hadn't really used any of those moves. I just thought he didn't have the opportunity. So that's why
That's
he's
why he
got his
got that.
blicky.
That's why he's got that shoddy, bro.
that's why he's got the blicky dude.
Yes,
And
sir.
so like without the ability to do that, you can't cut off an upper rank demon head. So it was kind of a blunder on their part to send him to do it, you know?
Yeah, I think Tanjiro didn't know he couldn't do it either, though.
That's true.
Even if Tanjiro did know he couldn't do it, I think that he wanted to let Genya at least try to do it and figure out that he couldn't do it or something like that. That
He's
way he
just a
could
good
maybe,
guy.
yeah.
Just a great guy.
But was it the best strategic move? I don't think so.
No, it
Definitely
was
was not.
pretty dumb in hindsight. But towards the end of the episode, it seems like they switch up roles. Genya gets saved by Tanjiro, who's slicing these demons up like there's no tomorrow. Then there might not be if he doesn't, at least for Genya. Because once Genya figures out he can't cut him, he kind of just falls to his knees. He's stunned, and Sakido comes up behind him and is about to absolutely drop him in his head, hit him in his head, and Genya's like, "Yeah, I
I
can't
can't regen
concentrate.
this.
No, I can't regen my head. I can do everything else." And then we cut to the flashback, boys. That was nuts. Anybody want to kind of get into the plot on that one?
Yeah, I can. So basically, we get a flashback to Genya in his childhood with his brother, who is one of the Hashira. And it's him and his family. I think he had a total of 6 siblings. And he starts talking about his father, and his father was abusive. And his mother, who was a very, very small in stature woman, was a guy, like a saint, and
She was so
protected
nice.
them from her father, worked from sun up to sundown. Like Genya makes a remark that he never saw his mother sleep because she was working so hard to give them a good life. And there's a scene late at night where they're lying there and his mother hadn't come home yet. Their mother hadn't come home yet. And basically, what's his brother's name again?
Sanemi.
Yes.
Sanemi?
Saname.
Saname. Thank you.
So Saname, who is one of the Hashira, is like, I'm going to go look for mother. And all of a sudden, this beast, like, you can tell it's a human, but they think it's a wolf, starts just killing his entire family. And that's where Genya gets that big scar on his face, is because it turns out his mother was turned into a demon and just slaughters his entire family.
Right in front of him too. He was holding his brother while he was killed. And they didn't have a dad, so mom was, one parent household, keeping the whole boat afloat with 7 kids. Um, and they showed her in such a way that, like you said, Dan, like she was like a saint. Everybody loved her. Little tiny lady, they even say. Genya says, "I'm not even a big person, and I had outgrown her pretty early in my childhood." So that was tough to see somebody go from that to, coming back and pretty much destroying their whole family. And Sanemi, um, kind of takes on the role of kind of protecting what's left, because him and his brother Genya made a pact, I guess earlier that day or the day before, to protect the family at all cost. So they chase her out into the street, and Genya sees that Sanemi had to kill mom, and he feels really bad that he called his brother a murderer. When in reality he was doing the right thing, and he knew that at the time, I believe, but he just couldn't accept what he had just saw. So that was tough to watch. I mean, we've seen families get killed. Tanjiro's family get killed, but we didn't actually get to see what happened. I don't remember seeing what happened to his family live. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough to actually watch something like this, and I didn't expect to get that after these really intense, fight scenes that were heavy in a different way. Um, how did that make y'all feel, man? Got me in my feelings, bro. Single man tear drop down my cheek.
Oh, it was absolutely tragic, man. I just felt for him so much at that point, and it really helped flesh out his character, because he's a very aggressive, crass person, and it's because it goes into it a little further that basically his brother doesn't accept him as a demon slayer, and to get his brother's respect again, that's why he wants to become a Hashira, and that just shows why he's so driven and aggressive as a person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to get his brother back, and he
And I
kind of
think
go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that his brother don't want him to be a Hashira level or a Demon Slayer in the Demon Slayer Corps either, because I don't think that he wants to lose him either. I think he's just trying to protect, Genya a little bit more. Uh, but obviously, Genya doesn't see it like that. He just thinks that he thinks he doesn't have what it takes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, based on Saname's character too, it doesn't come off that way at all. Because
Yeah. No.
the dude's an asshole. I mean, if you guys go back to season 2 or season 1, where they have the Hashira summit to discuss what to do in Nezuko, and he is like the one stabbing Nezuko's box and everything else, trying to kill her. and see what Tanjiro will do when he attacks his sister and provoke him. So he's definitely a really twisted guy, but I think deep down he has good intentions, you know?
Yeah, I think having to kill your own mom to protect your family would make you a crazy person, you know?
Yeah,
That
then
would
have your
eat at you.
brother say he hates you and blah blah blah, right after having to do something like that.
Yeah, that'd
It
probably make you
definitely
a
could
pretty
change
crass
your
person.
mentality. So, but I liked it. I liked it in some ways that Tanjiro and Genya they kind of can relate to each other if they wanted to. Both their families, they had like a lot of siblings, and they both got killed by demons. It was a little bit different, but still, that's pretty similar backstories, kinda, and they could actually relate and become help each other with it. I think if they wanted to. So.
Yeah, after seeing this, I really hope Genya is involved in the takedown of Muzan. This is some old bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, I think he definitely will be. But after the flashback, we get back to the main story, and so Tanjiro protected Genya by slicing off Sakito's arm when he was about to stab him with his spear or his lightning staff. And the other motion demon, Aizetsu, who is Sorrow and has the extendo spear, comes in and he's about to put the hammer down on Tanjiro with this crazy spear move that's going to put 10 holes in him. And Tanjiro can't react fast enough, and Genya jumps in front of him and takes the blow. And it was an incredible act on Genya's part. I mean, homie looked like literal Swiss cheese
Oh yeah.
when it was done. I mean, he had like 15 holes in him. Like you could see straight through his stomach, straight through his chest, straight through his arm. Like he was a mess.
Yeah, I've seen Swiss cheese with less holes than what he had in him for
That
sure.
that grocery store brand.
Fair enough. That government Swiss. But yeah, like I thought that was a big moment for him. He's obviously kind of worried about the rest of his team. I think he knows he can't survive without them at this point. It's part of the reason he did it, but I think it's also him being a little altruistic in a sense. But thank God, homeboy can regenerate because I don't think he's gonna die from that. It might take him a while to get back in the fight, but I think he's gonna survive. Do you guys?
Yeah. Oh, the only reason why he would die now is if for some reason Tanjiro doesn't kill the little rat fast enough. Because if he don't kill him fast enough, obviously, our boys the demons is probably gonna be able to chop old Genya's head off if they wanted to. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the episode ends basically with a massive cliffhanger of Tanjiro about to cut off Hantengu's head, and it just flashes to the credits, and I was so annoyed. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, like the episode was so good that like I didn't think it had been 20 minutes. I
Oh,
thought it
yeah,
was about to,
exactly.
I thought it was about to go down, and then it was like credits. I was like, come on! But they're doing a good job with this season. It's been gas from the onset this season. I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that we actually seen uh Tokido I think for like 2 minutes in this episode, and he's still over there just like um swimming around in this water vase, and he still can't figure out how to get out, by the way, y'all. So
It's true,
Excited to see
yeah.
what happens with that. Yeah, but yeah, not too much happened with him in this episode. He just figured out he couldn't cut it. So I
I
wonder
don't
what's gonna save him. You know?
Dude, if
yeah.
they do a big focus on that fight and don't give us the next part of the Tanjiro fight, I'm gonna be so
Well,
annoyed.
that was my next thing I was fixing to say was that the next episode we're definitely not seeing Tanjiro cut a head off. We're seeing Mitsuri and Tokido. That's what we're seeing. So
Probably.
yeah, but GG's.
But yeah. Well, Demon Slayer doing Demon Slayer things, but awesome. You guys have anything else for Demon Slayer?
I don't think so. Not me.
Well,
Way to go,
perfect.
boys.